I wasn't planning to make another gonk, but my last video did so well that I had to come up with a new design. Welcome to day 11 of the 12 Scrapwood Days Christmas, and today we're making a new style gonk. Let's get started. We're going to start off with this pallet sleigh. It's 10.5 centimeters wide and about a centimeter and a half deep. I am now just putting some tape on, so then when I spray lacquered on the template, that I can just peel it straight off. As you saw, I did also do a quick stencil around where the knot was and where the hole was, just to make sure I saw it through the tape and didn't glue right in the middle of my gonk. Then we've gone over to the bandsaw, and just like usual, just go around all the different shapes. So this shape here is for the boots. I have also included in the plan that will be available in my shop single boots as well, if you wanted to do 2 single boots instead of this joint boot. I'll put a QR code up on the screen now. If you're enjoying the content, if you could give me a subscribe, that would be great. That would really help out the channel. And as you see, I've just had a little accident there. I wasn't using the bandsaw at the time, but it was running as I was swapping over blades, and the blade broke, annoyingly. But oh well, back to it. I changed the blade out and back to cutting up. This new blade is a lot sharper than my old blade, so it's going through the wood like butter. Yeah, it was a bit of a pain getting around the end of the hat, but it worked out quite well. And there's just checking it all fits all right. And now I'm moving on to the belt sander, where I'm just going around and trying to remove as many saw marks as I can. Now we're putting it together now. There's the top of the hat and there's the nose. But wait a minute, that's not quite right, is it? That's a bit big. Let's get rid of that. Let's bring this one in. Yeah, this is definitely a lot better. I'd also cut one for the bobble on the end of the hat, so I was going to originally make that raised out as well. But then in the process of building this, I then decided that actually I only want the nose and the front of the hat to be sticking out, so I scrapped that idea. I will leave it in the plan though. If you want to do it yourself, it's up to you. But I decided not to. Now I've taken off the template. Now it's just trying to flatten up the fronts. And then after I've finished that on the belt sander, I moved over to do a bit of hand sanding and using the file with a combination of all that to help improve this. And then there we go, rebuilding it again now, and yeah, it's starting to look quite good. To soften the edges slightly, and then onto gluing. I'm using a bit of super glue just to help speed things up as a clamp, so that way I can keep this project moving. So I held it down for, I don't know, 30 seconds. And then, yeah, we moved on. This is the back block that needs to go onto the back of the feet to make it stand. And let's move on to painting. This is just standard acrylic paint you get from a craft shop. I've added a bit of water just to water this down slightly. And used a sponge to apply it. Wiped off any excess. And then moved over to doing the pink. Annoyingly, I should have changed my gloves because I've left a black mark on the nose, so I've then had to do a few more coats on top of it to try and get rid of it. And yeah, just painting the beard now. All of these have had 2 to 3 coats on. Use the heat gun to speed the drying process up. And then onto the red, and then I realised I forgot to do the bubble, so painted the bubble quickly white. And now I'm moving on to the red. And this is where the colour really starts to pop. Look how bright that red is. And I accidentally get some on the white bubble, so trying to wipe it off. Look at that. Starting to take shape now. Off camera I did paint the back as well. Not as many coats, but I did paint it. Obviously, like I normally do in my videos, speed the drying process up with the heat gun. And moving on to gluing the nose on. Super glue as well to help speed it up, as well as the wood glue. And then I'm just marking on the back where I'm going to want to put the glue to glue this on. Bit of super glue again. And yeah, holding that in place. Look at that, she's going to stand up now. Oh no, look at that, it still doesn't stand up. So I want to cut off another piece of wood, slightly smaller than the first block, and put it on, and that worked perfectly. And then it stood up every time, so just dyed that black as well. Used the heat gun to speed up the drying process, and then we're moving on to spraying. Like I said, the back was painted as well, as you can see there. And you could make these any size you really wanted. You could blow my plans up and make a big one if you really wanted to. I really think this needs the gloss look, is why I spray lacquered this one. And I just think it's come out absolutely amazing. My last Gonk did extremely well, and I wanted to see if I can top that with this one. If you're interested in the plans, I have got them down below in the shop. Let me know down in the comments what you think and what you would differently, but make sure you use the word Gonkmas so I know you got this far through the video, so I know to reply to your comments first. And if you enjoyed this video, I've queued up another video just like this one right here for you. And if you're enjoying the 12 Scrapwood Days of Christmas, I have queued up the playlist here for you to catch up on any missed episodes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you for day 12.